So, du fängst an.
Who are you?
Yeah, hi, I'm Rouven, co-founder and managing partner at Cavalry Ventures. And who are you?
So I'm Ben, founder and CEO of Flip. Founded the company Flip in 2018. We build employee apps for large enterprises and connected Deskless workforce.
Excellent, great. Benedikt, could you tell us please about the Flip business case? What do you guys do?
So Flip actually connects the unconnected. So when you look in a typical enterprise today, in the vertical retail, manufacturing or health, about 50% of the workforce is actually not included in a corporate IT. And so what do? We connect the Deskless workers with the enterprise. So we build an employee app branded in the company's name where you can connect from news, payroll, HR, tools, whatever.
Excellent. Benedikt, we see a very, very drastically changing labor market. How and where is Flip adding value?
It's a good question because all of Europe and actually in the US as well, you see a lot of labor shortage, especially in the front line. And from truck drivers in the UK running out of gas to restaurants here in Europe closing down because finding no staff actually. And what do? We bring the employer, we make out of the employer a digital employer. And so we actually, for the first time, the deskless worker, the frontline worker, is connected to the company and has everything for their daily work inside one application on the private smartphone of the employee. And yeah, that's what we do.
That sounds exciting. So could you tell us more about the use cases of your clients? So what do they actually do with your product?
Example from one of our clients, for example, Bosch, which we just closed globally. They want to interact with the deskless workforce. They say we need to be a digital employer in the future, and so they want to share information. They want to gather feedback from the front line, and they want to digitalize all the processes they have involved with the employees in the field, on the front line, in the production line, in the logistics centers. And yeah, that's what we do in kind of a solution. And when you look at the problem as a whole, the problem is huge. 80% of the global workforce is actually deskless, and 1% of the funding goes into deskless tools. And yeah, that's what we're covering and what we're working for day by day.
If you're sitting here, so it's late 2022, you're looking at your company, you're looking where the market is going, you're looking where Flip is going. What's actually your long-term vision for your company? Like, where is Flip in how many years you want to look ahead and then share with us here?
It's a good question. We believe that in the future, what the employee in the future needs kind of an operating system. So basically one platform where everything is connected, where you can easily integrate and easily can deploy new functions and features from all kind of big different backend tools you're running inside your company. And this is actually the key, and the difficulty in this is like giving a lot of value to the user, but at the same time staying simple. So first sounds like a contradiction, but it's very difficult to do as well. And yeah, there we see the future, and we call it the Deskless OS. And yeah, that's what we're working for day by day.
Deskless OS. Great. Made in Germany, made in Stuttgart, so actually not that far from Zurich here. But if you think about nationalization of your company, also like internationalization in the future, what are your thoughts, and maybe why is Germany perhaps a bit particular compared to other domiciliations? Maybe not, Europe as a whole. Why is Flip a Europe first or a Germany first company, and what does that mean for your success?
So I think Germany is kind of the heart of Europe, with the manufacturing heart as well, with Stuttgart being a very manufacturing-heavy city. So I think we are quite good located there. And I think from...
You've got Porsche as well as a client, right?
Yes, yeah. But for example, from labor law or GDPR, Germany is in the highest standard. And even clients in the US, full US clients, they're looking, most of them have branches in Germany or somewhere in Europe as well, and so they need to be GDPR compliant. They need to have like those kind of standards. So coming out of Germany is quite a benefit there because you already come with a high standard. And I think the manufacturing environment in Germany is pretty great, and we are pretty proud to be from Stuttgart as well. So. Yeah.
Do you see currently, the geopolitical shifts we are seeing in the world? Which effect does that have on your company? Actually, if you could elaborate like a bit more, do you say companies, clients of yours say, hey, we really only want to use Flip compared to American solutions for various reasons, or this is maybe not so much what?
I think to be dogmatic. Yeah. When you look at it, you have, like, with the rise of uncertainty, for example, of inflation, of like war going on and this kind of things, the demand of communication information rises as well. And so the demand of those tools in general rise a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think companies are not that dogmatic. I think they're more pragmatic, to be honest, as entrepreneurship is in general. So we see quite a good rise in demand there as well. Yeah. So Rouven, I heard you raised a new fund, your third fund, 160 million. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So yes, actually we announced it today. Yeah, was a bit coincidence with this conference here, the NOAH. It's a 160 million fund, out of which we continue to back ambitious founders here in Europe, and we look at venture capital as a product. Yeah. So on the one hand, there's capital. On the other hand, there is more. So what do we mean by that? So with this more, we mean added value for the founders. For example, we do experience sharing in company building, in finance, in PR and communications, ultimately also in HR. The latter is extremely important. You know it yourself when you want to bring your company from 0 to 1.
And with this fund, what kind of characteristics you're looking for? More probably, what kind of characteristics do you see in the other funds made founders successful?
Basically, it's 3. So the first characteristic, the founders need to have a unique insight, which we don't have. So they have to tell us something new. Yeah. Second, the founders should have a great product mindset and actually get that product on the street, how we say in German. And lastly, the founders should be successful without us, but even more with us. And now, Benedikt, let me ask you, what was your unique insight prior to founding Flip?
To be honest, I think before I was working for Porsche and building up the data science department, and so it was pretty close to the shop floor because I was located on the shop floor actually, pretty close to it. And so we see that the Deskless were frontline workers. We couldn't connect to them. We couldn't really integrate them in the company, and so we couldn't reach them. But also could see that in the future we're going to have some problems with other solutions, how to bring them to the user. And that's how we started off and founded the company Flip.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.